We're breaking down 26 facts that link trucks and Mustangs to Ford's manufacturing muscle, reliability lessons, and real controversies. You'll see the pattern from the Model T to Blue Cruise and why some gambles paid off while others hurt. One safety story still echoes in today's testing standards. Let's dive in. Fact 26 starts now. Did you know that the original F1 was simple, rugged, and easy to wrench on? That simplicity built trust. As the line grew into F100 and F150, torque and payload climbed, but the core stayed the same. Body on frame, stout axles, parts you could get anywhere. The thing is, reliability starts with serviceability. Fact number 25, the sales streak. F-Series stayed on top because fleets prioritize uptime. The hidden advantage wasn't just the truck, it was the parts pipeline and dealer network. Fast turnaround beats a spec sheet win. That's how you keep contracts. Fact number 24. EcoBoost shift. Replacing big V8s with turbo V6s sounded risky, but torque comes on lower, and fuel economy improves under light load. Real-world reliability, heat management, and maintenance mattered. Proper oil intervals and cooling keep turbos happy. Think of boost like a pressure cooker. Great results, but you watch the temperature. Fact number 23. Aluminum body moved in 2015. Dropping weight improved towing and payload. The debate was repair costs versus corrosion resistance. The pattern we saw, better fuel economy, strong crash performance, and improved rust resistance with shops adapting to new repair techniques. Fact number 22. Super Duty milestones. Frame strength and diesel torque. Wars escalated towing numbers, but standardizing SAEJ2 807 towing testing brought clarity. Apples-to-apples comparisons built consumer trust. Fact number 21. Lightning. Instant torque rewrites launch feel, and Pro Power turns the truck into a generator. But winter range and charging curves taught owners to plan routes and precondition batteries. It's a different playbook, still a work truck. Speaking of brand heartbeat, let's shift our gears to the famous Ford Mustang. Fact number 20. 1964 launch. Mustang nailed the pony car formula. Long hood, short deck, attainable performance. It wasn't exotic, it was reachable, and that's the core Ford idea. Give you performance you can actually buy and drive. Fact number 19. Boss and Shelby eras. Track programs fed road cars. Homologation meant engines, brakes, and aero learned at speed, then tuned for the street. What's crazy is how that mindset still shapes modern trims. Race the concept, then scale it. Fact number 18. Fox body era. Lightweight, simple layout, huge aftermarket. Tunable, swappable parts turned it into a platform you could build your way. Reliability benefited from simplicity and space to work. Less heat soak, easier access, fewer complex systems to fail. Fact number 17. Modern GT and Dark Horse. Chassis, stiffness, aero balance, and brake thermal capacity matter more than a headline horsepower bump. You feel it in corner exit and fade resistance. If you want lap time gains, you upgrade tires, pads, and cooling before you chase dyno numbers. Fact number 16. Le Mans 66. Ford versus Ferrari wasn't just a trophy fight. Endurance testing changed part selection, heat management, and pit strategy. Components proved at 24 hours inform what lasts 200,000 miles on the road. Track truth scales to street reality. Now, performance draws eyes, but Ford's real power came from how it built things at volume. Fact number 15. Model T and the moving assembly line. Costs dropped, volumes exploded, and parts stayed serviceable. When everything fits and repeats, reliability improves because defects get easier to spot and fix. Fact number 14. The $5 workday. Higher pay stabilized the workforce, reduced turnover, and boosted consistency. A steady crew builds better cars. It's simple. Trained hands make fewer mistakes. Fact number 13. River Rouge vertical integration. Ford controlled raw materials to finished cars in one ecosystem. That guaranteed supply and pricing, but you trade flexibility. When the market shifts, a tightly integrated machine turns slower. Fact number 12. Global platforms. Shared architectures cut development time and improve parts commonality. Service gets easier because components repeat across models. The flip side, a defect scales fast. Recalls hit more vehicles, so validation has to be rock solid. Big moves bring big lessons. Some lessons hurt, and they pushed Ford to test harder and design smarter. Fact number 11. Pinto fuel tank controversy. Cost and packaging choices met rear impact realities. The fallout drove tougher crash standards, stronger validation, and a cultural shift toward designing for worst-case impacts, not just lab targets. Today's testing depth didn't appear out of thin air. Fact number 10. Firestone/Explorer rollovers. Tire load, inflation pressure, and a tall center of gravity created a narrow stability window. The result accelerated stability control adoption and better tire specs. Remember this detail. Chassis electronics became standard because physics doesn't compromise. Fact number 9. Power shift dual clutch issues. Low-speed shutter and unpredictable shifts hammered owner trust. Software helped some, but hardware limits showed. Extended warranties followed. The big lesson: match transmission tech to use case. City stop and go needs smooth engagement more than razor-fast shifts. Fact number 8. Takata airbags. Industry-wide supplier risk hit millions. The response refined traceability down to VIN-level campaigns and boosted supplier audits. The pattern here is clear. Scale multiplies both value and vulnerability. Those hits forced better testing, sharper supplier management, and clearer communication. And that pressure turned into real innovations, the kind that actually help you drive safer, wrench smarter, and keep the wheels turning. Now, speaking of tech that stuck, let's talk features that still matter on the road and in your garage. Fact number 7. Sync and the over-the-air mindset. Sync turned infotainment into a platform, not just a radio. The real secret is diagnostics plus features delivered through software. OTA means bug fixes, map updates, and new capability without a service visit. It's like giving the car a secure, dedicated Wi-Fi line to the factory. Less downtime, faster improvement. And when software teams talk to service departments, you get features that solve actual ownership pain. Fact number 6. BlueCruise hands-free on mapped highways. The hardware is only half the story. Driver monitoring is the safety net. Infrared eyes checking your eyes. What's crazy is how lane centering and predictive speed control reduce fatigue. You arrive sharper, and with mapped coverage expanding, the system gets better without a new car. The pattern here: assistance that keeps you engaged instead of lulled. Fact number 5. ProPower. Onboard and work truck electrification. Turning a truck into a mobile generator changes workflows. Job sites plug in tools. Campers power cooktops. No separate generator to maintain. And when you pair that with hybrid or EV platforms, idle time drops because the battery handles the load. You save fuel and noise while keeping productivity high. Now, innovation only counts if factories can make it repeatable, repairable, and affordable. Fact number 4. Flexible plants and modular platforms. Shorter changeovers mean new trims roll sooner with fewer defects. Shared hard points let different models bolt to common subframes and wiring paths. That standardization boosts quality because teams perfect one process, then repeat it. It also simplifies training. If you want consistent builds, you reduce variation at the station. Fact number 3. High-strength steel and aluminum mix. You balance weight, cost, and repairability. High-strength steel gives crash performance without thick panels. Aluminum panels fight rust and cut mass, which helps payload and range. The trade-off is technique: rivets, adhesives, and calibrated welds. Insurers price it differently, shops tool up, and owners see better longevity when corrosion has fewer places to start. Remember this detail: materials only win if coatings and sealants are dialed in. Fact number 2. Dealer network and parts logistics. Uptime wins fleets, and it helps you too. A strong pipeline means faster turnaround, loaners when needed, and mobile service for simple fixes. Predictive parts stocking, guided by data, puts common failure items on the shelf before you need them. That's why fleets sign contracts. It's not just the truck, it's the promise that if something breaks, you're back on the road fast. Speaking of promises, let's point the nose at 2026 and what changes for your garage. Fact number 1. Mixed propulsion strategy. Ford's betting hybrids for work trucks where idling and tool power matter, and EVs where charging fits the route. That puts instant torque where it pays and keeps long-haul flexible. Battery supply is localizing with chemistries that match use. LFP for cost and cycle life, NMC where energy density counts. Cold weather performance improves with better thermal management and preconditioning built into route planning. Software-defined vehicles tie it together. OTA now reaches powertrain, driver assist, and comfort features. The upside is faster fix cycles and new capability years after purchase. The rub is subscriptions. Expect options that unlock towing aids, advanced nav, or hands-free miles. Value will come down to frequency of updates and transparency on pricing. Safety roadmap: more driver assist coverage, better monitoring, and clearer owner education. Expect improved lane merges, smarter blind spot logic with trailer profiles, and better fail-safe behavior when sensors get blocked. The theme stays consistent: reliability through smart testing and performance through software that enhances the hardware you already bought. Let's land this with the pattern that ties all 26 together. The pattern's simple: smart factories, real lessons from failure failures, and focused innovation that boosts uptime and confidence behind the wheel. If you want more no-nonsense breakdowns on cars, trucks, and the tech that actually matters, subscribe now and check out the next video.